Do you want a complete guide on how to reach 15k trophies on Trophy Road with Royal Giant Cycle? What if I told you I got from 12,000 to 15,000 trophies with 100% win rate with RG? With 15 wins and 0 losses? I'll walk you through my wins with RG and show you tips and tricks against mid-ladder decks and meta decks so you can get yourself better ranks. Support me using my creator code. Welcome everybody, we're going to be hopping into the games. I'm going to be providing you insane detail on my decision making, guys, so you guys of course can achieve better rankings. This is one of the best decks, not only to get 15,000 trophies but also to upgrade, because in the long run RG is always gonna be a good deck. All right, so let's start here. We're playing against Mini P.E.K.K.A, we're playing against Firecracker. So ideally the best thing that you want to be doing here, I'm just gonna RG in the back because the opponent just waits for elixir, is scouting out your opponent's deck. RG in the back is kind of like a bit overcommit, but what you want to be doing is sometimes not supporting a lot the first RG will be the best thing to do. Why is that? Because you gotta find out what he has. A Mega Knight, in this case looks like he has a Witch, so I'm just gonna log it right here and I'm gonna keep my Fireball over here. Okay, so he Fireball. Okay, so look, I'm just gonna take out the Witch and now Fisherman should be doing a pretty good job. Let me just E-Spirit over here. Nice, perfect. And since we have the king up already from the Firecracker, that's gonna help us defend quite good. Fisherman is gonna take care of that. So far so good. As you can see, we're already up in damage, and I mean, pretty nice. I know many of you been asking me in the comment section like, Joe, Adrian, how do you play against Evo Mega Knight? And it's all about cycling good Fishermans and sometimes even sacrificing some RG pushes so they can just use the Evo Mega Knight. So it looks like we're gonna be having the first win soon, so let's see what he does. He's gonna have Mini P.E.K.K.A, so that's why I'm not going to push in this scenario. Well, looks like he gave up already, so I guess I'll see you guys in the next game. Alright guys, so now we need about 13 more games to win. Let's see if we can keep this streak going on and of course get there without any losses. Alright guys, we got into the next game and this guy has E-Barbs in his banner, so let's see. One of the best plays you can be doing with this deck is just gonna be Royal Ghost. Royal Ghost in the back is, man, one of the best plays in the game because it's so passive and it lets your opponent like react. So you gotta find out what your opponent has, right? And this guy could perfectly have a Inferno Tower, Mega Knight deck. I don't know, I guess we're gonna find out soon. There is the E-Barbs, and as you can see, we're just gonna put everything in the middle. The key with this deck is just to bring everything here at the middle and make sure to use a good Fisherman's. And as you can see now that I think of, he already wastes Prince and E-Barbs, which are like a good RG counter. So now we're just gonna RG at the bridge. Why is that? Because we already defend so many good RG counters, right? So it's gonna be easier for us. Let me just log this guy. Perfect. We're gonna be killing the archers. Perfect. We're such in a good spot. As you can see, I went RG at the bridge because he wasted not only 10 on the bridge, but then he used Knight and used something else, and we pretty much destroyed the Knight, so it was easy for us to just go with RG at the bridge. Here, how would you go? How would you reset if you don't have Ghost? Fisherman in the back. Fisherman in the back is such a great play. Even if he's under level, I feel like he's still pretty good because you can see then I'm just gonna cycle my Hunter. What if he comes with E-Barbs in the opposite lane? Well, we have Evo Ghost, which is great, which I really appreciate if you guys use my creator code. So yeah, as you can see, we're just gonna go with Skellies. And as you can see, I'm just waiting for my opponent. Okay, he used that, so we can just go for an RG push right here. Why is that? Because I have both Evos. Whenever you're having both Evos, it's okay to do big pushes. Let's see, he's just gonna E-Barbs. He didn't even defend the Ghost. But as you can see, we're gonna take care of the E-Barbs right here. What I'm gonna do, I can just log this. Yes, sir. And that's it pretty much. I don't need something else. I'm just gonna Fisherman in the back, which is key, as I said before. So now he's gonna come right here. Okay, we can just do E-Spirit, we can do Ghost, we can do Skellies. Sometimes you gotta switch up the Skellies placement as well. And now we can just go for another RG at the bridge. Well, at this point, I pretty much beat this guy, you know, but what I'm doing is most of the time just defending, counter pushing RG at the bridge. So there is like two ways to play the RG, at the bridge or in the back. Whenever you do at the bridge, you need to be getting a nice counter push most of the times. Here I'm just gonna switch my Skelly's placement because I knew he was gonna fireball everything, but it doesn't really matter because now I can just go with RG again, and I'll see you guys in the next game. Alright guys, we got into the next game and we're playing against this level 15. By the way, I spent like around, well, in Mexico it's cheaper to get the elite wildcards right now. So I spent about like $30 to max this deck because I didn't have like 5 cards, and I think it was one of the best investments we ever do. And here I'm gonna show you a pro tip. I'm gonna activate soon the King Tower with my Fisherman against the Magic Archer. So we're just gonna defend. He used the Miner. I think we're playing against Remy Eli version. I'm just gonna sack this damage and I'm gonna do the King Tower activation. Hopefully he let us do that. Nice, he does. Perfect. So now I'm just gonna RG in the back. I'm gonna RG in the back opposite lane just to prevent him for going like a Magic Archer at the bridge. And the way you wanna be playing this matchup, the game plan will be just RGs in the back, Fisherman for the Knight, and you're gonna fireball either the Magic Archer or the Bomb Tower. So let's see, depending what he has. So I think here, for example, is pretty nice to go over here. And since he wasted the Nado, that's why I went for the fireball and then for the Fisherman. I overcommitted because I knew he was not able to just Nado back the RG. And as you can see, we're now up in damage. I'm just gonna lock this. Now I'm gonna go for my E-Spirit and we're gonna prevent most of the damage. Since he's pushing in the other side, we're gonna be fine. So I can just go for a Hunter over here. He went 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he's gonna have soon Magic Archer. Okay, he's gonna fireball. I don't think he's gonna Magic Archer now. The fact that he fireballed that is good for me because now I can just go RG in the back, okay? So now at this point you pretty much react to whatever he does in this lane and then you will have a good counter push right here. So I'm gonna Fisherman, but I'm gonna Fisherman really low because I know he has Bomb Tower. If I put the Fisherman more up high, it's gonna be easy for him to just splash everything, you know? So that's the main... Okay, we might as well fireball this, to be fair. We have the URG. He needs to spend the Nado. There you go. Okay, we can go for another RG. Ghost as well. Oh, I didn't expect the Miner to be alive. Now he's gonna have the... Yeah. So we're gonna do... You do E-Spirit first and then you lock, because if you do lock and then E-Spirit, you're not gonna be killing the wall breakers, alright? We can just go for E-Spirit just to minimize damage. And here, instead of just going at the bridge, you're gonna go in the back because he expects you to go there with a push, alright? And you pretty much do the same thing. You need to be ready for the wall breakers. Yes, sir. Nice. With non-Evo wall breakers is fine. I mean, you can do... Okay, here we need to do both lanes. Okay, and I'm gonna be ready. Okay, I just fireball. I didn't fireball tower. I was expecting him to do a different placement. So let's see what he does. I'm gonna do E-Spirit for the gank. Oh, he didn't gank, but anyway, that's a lot of damage. I feel like we're gonna take the right side tower. Nice. And that will be pretty much GG's. That's how you break through buildings, and I'll see you guys in the next game. Again, guys, and I mean, we're really close. We're really close already to 14,000. And as you can see, it's quite easy. Of course, I know some of you have like under level cards, but I mean, if you do the right place, I feel like this is a deck that you are gonna be winning a lot. So as you can see, now I'm gonna go like about E-Spirit in the back, and if they activate or not, you don't really care about RG. I feel like the only matchups you really care. Oh man, I misplaced the Hunter and I misplaced the Fireball. That was meant to be a E-Spirit. My bad. I didn't expect the Hunter to get the shot from the Firecracker, but well, it's fine. What I was saying is like, you don't really mind about E-Spirit King activations with... Ooh, we're playing against recruits. Oh man, and we're low in elixir. So I guess we're just gonna Ghost. And I guess I'll do late Fish Boy. Yeah, I don't really want to get damage. So let me just Fish Boy here. let me just Skellies. You gotta minimize damage, especially early at the beginning against decks like this. Okay, he's gonna have piggies as well. Holy. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take the damage there, and I'm pretty sure I can just go for an RG at the bridge. And I wanna be playing same lane. Why is that against recruits? Because then I will have good counter push. He spent 5 there, so we should be around even. But he doesn't have like great counters. And now I have logging cycle, so I can defend the Skelly barrel and hopefully I can activate the king up. As you can see, I got some damage back. Here I'm just gonna Hunter. Here I'm just gonna E-Spirit as well. Ghost. Nice. No damage. Good. We activate the king. That was a nice sequence. And he doesn't have a good counter for the Evo Ghost. Nice. He had 2 arrows, and now we're gonna go with RG. Why is that? Because he only has like recruits, but isn't that great, to be fair, against the RG. Nice. I guess the next play we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be fireball everything at the bridge. So just wait, just wait, just wait. Man, what a fireball. Guys, you need to like and subscribe because that was insane, baby. Let me just go as well. Nice, straight to the lobby, baby. Perfect. So here, since he overspent, we can just go for this and just Skellies. I mean, our Skellies are OP against his gang, but he's gonna be fine. We're just gonna fireball as well. Hunter. E-Spirit. Nice. Fisherman, and I'll see you guys in the next game. Alright guys, we got into the next match, and man, we're going... Oh, actually, I feel like we got promoted from arenas, so nice. Okay, let's just go with Skellies over here. As I said, Ghost in the back is gonna be great, so hopefully, let's see against what kind of matchup I can show you. I'm looking for Mega Knights, I'm looking for, you know, that kind of stuff, so I can really show you guys like what to do. Here looks like we're playing against a cycle deck. Whenever we're playing against a cycle deck, call it Hog Rider, call it Miner, call it Bait. RGs in the back are gonna be great. Ooh, we're playing against Mortar. Oh man, I don't really want to see Mortar. Alright, let's see if he pops the ability. We can just go over here. We can go over here as well. Let me go for Skellies. Nice. He's gonna be able to get multiple LPs. So here we need to minimize the minor damage because he has such a strong defensive deck. But here is good because look, he doesn't have a tank right now. And what is he gonna do about this? We outcycle the little prince, which is great because he like overcommitted with the cycle there. He calls the GG. And he already gave up. As you can see, RG in the back is gonna be great against cycle decks because we're also a cycle deck as an RG players, especially with this version. So I guess you just gotta abuse the fact that you have the cycle. And I mean, even if we didn't get Evos in this matchup, I mean, our decision making was pretty good. And I'll see you guys in the next game. Alright guys, we got into the next game. We're playing against Ramos T, my G. And again, we're gonna do Ghost in the back. Actually, what you can do is like, you can just, oh, here for example, let's just Ghost. You can wait a couple of seconds. Sometimes if you wait to like 10 to 15 seconds, it's fine for the opponent to do the first play. But if you have Ghost, I mean, I would recommend to just do the first play on your end, all right? So let me just go over here. This is gonna hit tower insane. But now doesn't do as much damage as it used to be. So we should be fine. Let me just E-Spirit over here. I'm just gonna cycle Login. As you can see, I already have another Ghost. I mean, this deck is so good because you can cycle multiple Ghosts kind of quick. So I'm just gonna get another Ghost. Actually, here we're gonna go with the Hunter up high. Okay, and so far, like, since looks like it's a weird deck, a non-meta deck, and maybe a homemade deck. Nothing wrong against those decks, but oh man, Sparky. So what is the best thing to do against Sparky? We're gonna Fisherman in the back. And since now we have the Evo Ghost, we're gonna be able to defend quite good, okay? Something that you need to have in mind is first we're gonna lock. Okay, so we're gonna have that Mega Knight. First, look, we're gonna DPS down this quickly. Nice. As you can see, I put the Skellies to block. And now the Ghost should be blocking. So now Fishboy is gonna help me to pull this Sparky, and now we're gonna have a flawless defense. And now since the opponent overcommit with Mega Knight with this other card, the Bomber at the bridge, we can just Ghost to apply pressure, and look, this Hunter is gonna get even more damage than what our opponent was supposed to do to us. It was all about Fisherman in the back against Sparkies. If they like Giant or something, it's fine, you have Hunter, but you need to distract this Sparky and then make sure to pull it with the Fish Boy. So here what most likely we're gonna be doing, another Fisherman in the back. You can also spell out the Sparkies, but I feel like it's not really needed right now. So I'm just gonna Hunter right here. Oh, this might be good to spell out, to be fair. Let's see what he does. Okay, not really needed. We're gonna Skellies over here. We're gonna Fisherman right here. Perfect. As you can see, we're gonna pretty much destroy the Sparky. We have an insane counter push, and now we're gonna go with RG at the bridge, and we have insane counter push in the other side as well. Yeah, I mean, we can just lock this guy just to get extra damage. Nice. Perfect. And as you can see, he almost didn't even touch my towers, even though he had Mega Knight, Sparky. That's insane. And okay, I don't want to eat a shot from that, so I'll just block with the RG, and that will be GG's. I'll see you guys in the next game. Make sure to subscribe so you guys see this kind of content. So far so good in about what, I mean, if you don't lose any games, you should be good to go like kind of quick. Here we're gonna E-Spirit first, just so the barrel doesn't get damaged. Even if the barrel was level 15, it doesn't reach tower if you put like a Spirit. So let's see what he has. I'm just gonna Fireball this, and let's see what he's gonna bring to the table. Looks like a Mortar Bay deck, so I can just log it. You need to put the Hunter to the side to kill the wall breakers. Otherwise, the wall breakers are gonna split, and Hunter is gonna be hitting only one, and then you're gonna get one hitting on tower, which is annoying. Telling you because it happened to me sometime, and it was pretty awful. So yeah, here we don't have lock, so you make sure to go with Ghost, and then you put the Skellies a little bit to the side, and that's what you're gonna be doing. Okay. As I said, against bait, let's say I'm gonna be ready with my Hunter if I need to. Look, I can just RG, I can E-Spirit, and I can just log over here. Oh, I didn't time it well, so we're gonna get some damage. Look, he's gonna have Valkyrie soon in like one card. Now he should have Valkyrie. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna let this RG go. All right. Actually, I'm gonna Fireball this guy just so I take care of the cannon. Now he needs to Valkyrie. He doesn't. He might do... Okay. We can go Hunter here. We can go Ghost. We can go Skellies over here. Hunter is gonna take care. I mean, he died, but it's fine. And as you can see, we got so good damage. Nice. Now we're just gonna fish. We're gonna defend the Valkyrie, and then we're gonna go at it again. Fish Boy. RG in the back. And what we're gonna be doing here, the main, oh, I think he misplaced the cannon. Since we have log, that's why I bring log for this video guys, because I feel like log is way better. Here we're just gonna E-Spirit, we're gonna be Huntering as well, because now we need to Fireball only the Ice Wizard, and then just Fisherman the Valkyrie. We can, oh man, why he went for that? Yes, I told you that cannon was misplaced, so didn't really matter. Nice. So now we just need to get to another RG. Nice. And now he's gonna be doing some pretty good damage, but I mean, I guess it's fine. We're just gonna lock, and that will be GG. So I'll see you guys in the next game. Alright guys, we got into the next game. We're about to hit 14,000 and we're close to the end of the video. So if you already enjoyed the video, the content, make sure to like and subscribe. I know I have some cards like some overlevel, well, because I buy them. Not only for this video, because soon, since this was like one of my mini accounts, I want to push this account to top 30 in the world, you can also watch my videos where I get to top 10 in the world when I'm facing opponents with the same card levels as me. So yeah, just make sure to bring you the content you need. So we're playing against Drill, and as I said before, whenever we're playing against any kind of cycle bait deck, okay, so here we gotta be careful. Gonna make sure to log. We take some damage, not much, just enough. Just because I didn't know he had I don't know yet if he has, let's say, I'm gonna fisherman soon. Actually, I'm gonna fish way over here. And let's say he's gonna defend now. We can just RG opposite. He doesn't have cannon, he doesn't have berserker, he needs to drill. Nice, and he doesn't have Evo Snowball. Perfect. As you can see, I went RG Bridge because I already outcycled the building, even though he's playing a cycle deck. That's why I went for this. So now I'm just gonna defend with Skellies. Nice. I'm gonna fisherman in this side just to prevent any kind of push. You need to be cycling Evo Ghost if you have it. If you don't have Evo Ghost, well, it's fine anyway. So I'm just gonna do E-Spirit and I'm gonna do RG. Yeah, I don't know if he has Rocket or Poison yet. And the thing is, like, if he rockets, then that will be really like such an overcommitment. Here, nice, we're ready. We're just gonna log it. Perfect. And here we need to pull the Berserker with the Fisherman. Nice. He didn't scale it right away. And this is where you do RG opposite lane. Why is that? Just to make sure that you keep up the pressure, you know? Nice. That's gonna pull. We're getting some insane damage in the right side. And we need to keep up the pressure because we can cycle back to another RG now. Good. He decides to push. So first we're gonna E-Spirit over here, then we're gonna Ghost over here. Nice. And as you can see, we're about to take tower right here. Perfect. Fisherman. Skellies. And then we can just go for another RG, and that will be domination against a cycle deck. That's why this deck is so good against cycle, because it's also cycle and allows you to get such a destructive pressure with the RG. I'll see you guys in the next one. So this guy, and man, we just need just a couple of games and we're gonna be there. So, holy, okay. Thank God we have Fisherman. I mean, even if a under-level Fisherman still works, you know, like level 13, level 14, it's still pretty good because it's about the value Fisherman gives you, right? So let's see. Looks like he has a heavy deck. I don't know. So I'm not going to RG again. Well, I'm just going to RG. He just spent like 5 elixir, so I guess RG in the back should be fine. The main thing about the first RG you're going to be doing is make sure to don't overcommit with the first RG unless it's really... you know, necessary. Of course, I have way more experience with RG because I've been playing a lot. So here we're playing against Inferno Tower, Prince Valkyrie. Many of you have been asking me, yo, Adrian, how do you break through against Inferno Towers? It will be all about cycling RG in the back and trying to get to multiple RGs at the time. It could be, let's say he doesn't have Valkyrie, then you can go same lane, like 2 RGs. But if he has Valkyrie, I'll say then here we're gonna just split the defense. I feel like he missed the sap, but that's hitting tower somehow. So here, look, we're gonna go for RG. Now we're gonna go with Royal Ghost, and he needs one more card to get to the Inferno Tower. Here is because I can't cycle, and I know that he doesn't have it, and he kind of panics, so now he's gonna lose both lanes. Yes. Well, I'll say the key here is that he overcommitted with the sap. He didn't get any damage, and then he was down in cycle because, of course, he has like spells that are not really good, like Mirror, and then he has cards that are not really that great. So as you can see here, it doesn't really matter if we had like level, let's say 14 cards, because we pretty much outcycle the opponent and outplay him. I'll see you guys in the next game. Next game, we're so close to get to 15,000 trophies already, and of course here soon we're gonna have the Ultimate Champion guide, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out that. You can also check out all my other videos about RG guys getting to Ultimate Champion. So let's see, we start with the log here. Nico. Okay, we're gonna make sure to get a nice fireball right here. Nice, we hit Valkyrie, we hit everything, and he might have lock bait. Okay, so look, we're gonna do this. We're gonna pull the Valkyrie to the side. Now we're gonna go with Fisherman. Hopefully we can activate the king up. Nice, they didn't damage at all the Hog. What is the game plan against Hog, Valkyrie, Lockbait? Because it looks like he might have an Inferno tower deck. I'm pretty sure about that. So first we're gonna RG in the back. Now make sure to ghost this as well. Nice. RG in the back is gonna be great because ideally against these kind of decks that of course most of the times they have a building, what I like to do is I just kind of just let go the first RG. Because then I see if they have a building, the way they defend. Okay, nice, he has a cannon. So a cannon is not that bad. He might go for a Hog if he does. Alright, so here I'm just gonna go with this. Nice, and we're gonna take some damage with the Hunter. Nice, it's fine. So here guys, I outcycled the building. And I just really need to lock the Dark Goblin. He's back to cannon now. But even if he's back to cannon and he decides to cannon, that cannon is gonna be out pretty much. As you can see, we got a lot of damage. He had a pretty weird cycle because he has Hog now, he has cannon, but he doesn't have a lot of defensive units now. So as you can see, that was pretty good. So let me just Hunter again in the back. We're just gonna reset. Okay, he's gonna Valkyrie, so let me just ghost. You kinda need to prediction the firecrackers because you never know if they're gonna do it or not. So here, for example, he let us just get a free fireball plus E-Spirit connection. So I'll just log it. He needs to Valkyrie in the left side. Nice. And at this point, we can just go for fireball cycle. Like you don't really like overthink about what you need to be doing. So here we can just go for a Hunter. I'm gonna go for a low Hunter. Then I'm just gonna log it just to prevent the hits. And here I'll just ghost. Let's say he firecrackers or something. He doesn't, so I'm just gonna fireball because I already have a lot of troops. He cannon. Nice. I mean, luck doesn't take it. But we're gonna just pre-fish boy Hunter. Yeah. I knew he was going to firecracker, so that's why we were ready with the fisherman and also placing the hunters down. We're gonna be winning the game, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Like 300. In 4 games, we'll be getting to 15,000 trophies in this insane deep guide. So yeah, I mean, let's do our best. We're playing against recruits, perfect. I want to show you guys how to play against this matchup. So what is the game plan against recruits? You need to be cycling Hunter and Fisherman's all the way in the back, unless they have something like Giant Skeleton, of course. So now we're just going to go with Fisherman. You need to be fireballing. Let's say if they have Fly Machine, then you fireball the Fly Machine. But let's say now, you just got a Hunter for free from counter push, you can just RG on top. Ideally, you want to have more healthy that Hunter. Well, he has Idrak and Mini Pekka. Okay, that's weird. Man, that's weird. So, okay, we're gonna pull the E-Spirit over here. We're gonna go with Skellies over here. And we're gonna go with Royal Ghost over here, and we're gonna activate the King. Yes, we're gonna take damage. But as far as I know, he has such an expensive deck with the Idrak. So having the King up against recruits is gonna be great. Nice. Can we get 2 hits? And as you can see, we got the damage back. We're just gonna fireball. You don't really care about the bats because now we have the King up. Nice. As you can see, it was just 1 kiss from the bats. So far, I've seen annoying cards: Idrak, Evo, recruits, and Mini Pekka. Okay, Fishboy, we're ready. Nice. It's important that you can need to get all of these troops in the back. You can also punish the recruits. That's good. We're just gonna Hunter in the back. Nice. He cycled 5, so we're even right now. You can also track his elixir bar with your own. What will be the game plan for me? If he goes with recruits, I can just fireball. I'll just go with this. Perfect. And here, I think I'll just RG. Yeah, even if he recruits, he's fine. He doesn't have Mini Pekka. So this should be some pretty good damage. 2 hits. 2 hits. Yeah, that's nice. And he doesn't really have a good card besides... oh, man. Oh, that was a sick fireball. But it doesn't really matter because we just got so much counter push now that we can just RG. He spent a lot in spells. So he's not stopping this. Nice. We're just gonna Hunter and we're gonna be ready to fireball whatever he does. Nice. Perfect. Here we're just gonna protect the Hunter a little bit. Nice. And as you can see, that will be GG's against, in paper, such a difficult matchup. We managed to win. The next game, 3 games away from getting 15,000 trophies. Make sure to subscribe if you're enjoying the video, just so I can provide you more details and knowledge about to get better in Clash Royale, of course. Nice. So we're gonna go with Skellies here. I've seen a gang. This could be Royal Hogs or something like that. I'm just gonna cycle my Hunter here. Hopefully he doesn't have Balloon. Now I feel like we're playing against Royal Hogs mini P.E.K.K.A. and he might have something like a Firecracker. Yes, sir. Yes. Okay, I'm just gonna cycle Fisherman in the back. We're gonna let this go. Now I can just go. I can turn my defense between both. I wonder if this is gonna activate the king. No, I don't think it will. Okay, so I'm just gonna log in this side because I already have the ghost in the other one. And nice. Now I'm just gonna RG. He's gonna block. He should wait because he has mini P.E.K.K.A. He doesn't mini P.E.K.K.A. Good defense, but we're gonna get some damage. Nice. Perfect. What will be the game plan for this matchup? It will be all about cycling Evo Ghost or Ghost in general. And you can do Fishboy in the back. Fisherman in the back is gonna be great. Whenever you don't have Ghost, you can Fireball and you can Hunter, but make sure to don't get Fireball or Firecracker value, okay? Fisherman in the back, as you can see, whenever I'm not facing E-Giant or Giant Skeleton, I'm just doing okay. So Skelly should take care of the... Oh, he overcommitted with the poison, he lost. He went 5, then 3, then 4 at the bridge. He has no elixir at all. So even if he locks or something, this will be tower down. And that's just pretty much how elixir counting works. 5 plus 3 and then 4. Math ain't mathing, you know? So I'm just gonna Fisherman in the back. Well, at this point we pretty much won the game, so I might just see you guys in the next one. The defense will be, yeah, let's see, he's doing like, he's trying his best, but as you can see, it was all about Fireball, all about good timings, all about pretty much everything. That's how it works. Let's say he does the same push in the other side or a split, then you're gonna go with Hunter or with Royal Ghost. But I'll see you guys in the next game. Alright guys, we got into the next game, and I'm pretty sure now we need only 3 games. And we're playing against Papa. So, let's see. As I said, Ghost in the back is one of the best passive plays, just because it lets you know like what kind of deck your opponent has. So we're just gonna go with a little bit here to the side. And he kind of wasted a lot of elixir, but I don't really know what he has. So I'm just gonna find out first what he has, and then I'm gonna be pushing. So he has a Firecracker, which is interesting, of course. Okay, so he's gonna have Hog. We don't want the Firecracker to be hitting at all. Oh, I misplaced that. I guess that should be fine. That's a little bit of a counter push right here. He has Mega Knight. Mega Knight. Look, we're gonna be going for this. We're gonna let the fish. Oh man, I misclicked. No. Well, it's fine. No need to worry. I feel like he's still overcommitted a lot, so we can turn that. We might be able to do a lot of damage here. We even come back. So I'm just gonna RG opposite because he needs to Valkyrie or guards in the other side. So he's gonna Valkyrie, right? The main goal for me was that I misclick here, and I wanted to just Fisherman and activate the king up because, I mean, if you think it in this way, if you let the Mega Knight hit once and then you activate the king, you're gonna be fine. Unless he has like a lightning or something, but it's single, so single elixir, so he's not gonna be able to get it. He has Firecracker. He has such a weird cycle whenever he doesn't have Mega Knight. Why is that? Because he has such an expensive deck. He should have freeze or arrows. So as you can see, he didn't have a good cycle there. Okay, nice. So what are we gonna be doing here? I'm just gonna Hunter over here. Now I'm gonna Fisherman to this side. I mean, he's like about 5 elixir now. Okay. You just Skellies here middle. And let's say he lightnings. You already RG just to prevent that. Yes, sir. Perfect. And you can just buy time and just put something to, so he doesn't get like a lot of damage. So now you're gonna lock. He had E-barbs. That's why he couldn't. I know many of you being like playing against weird beat heavy decks, and it's all about they usually don't have enough elixir. Looks like they have elixir because they are putting everything at 0. So you need to make sure to counter that with efficient good elixir trades. Nice. Now we're gonna pull this RG. Perfect. We're just gonna log it straight to the lobby, baby. Perfect. This deck is so powerful, and of course you need to watch all the games to get all the knowledge and everything you need to know to get better at the game. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure to subscribe. All right, guys, here we are. We're about to get the 15,000 trophies. We just need 2 more games, I feel like, or maybe with this one. If they give me 150, okay, I'm so glad that I had Hunter here. Okay, so we're playing against Balloon. Hopefully we're playing against La Balloon or a Balloon Cycle deck, so I can show you, maybe against Mega Knight, so I can show you how to beat this kind of decks, all right? He has Tesla. Okay, so I see that he has Tesla. I'm just going to cycle my Ghost first. I kind of want to go for Archie in the back, but first I want to know about what kind of deck he has. Let's say he has a Mega Knight. He has a Hog Rider. Oh, shit. All right, we can go for this. Okay, now I see the deck. Looks like Hog Cycle, but he has a Sneaky Balloon. So now we can just RG in the back. We're gonna be using Hunter most of the times for the Balloon, but we can also use Fireball and E-Spirit. That's gonna be great. And we're gonna be using Fishboy most of the times for our guy, the Hog Rider. All right. So let me just log it. And here, yeah, I'm not wasting anything. I'm just gonna let the hits. Okay, he wasted Tesla, which is huge for us. Why is that? I'm just gonna Fisherman, like doesn't matter here. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that because the Fisherman is gonna... Here we have a pretty good chance because now he has Balloon in Cycle and Night, and he has kind of a weird cycle. So let's go with RG. He needs to Night. Yeah. I feel like we just won. Ghost, opposite lane. He has no elixir. He has no good cycle to stop the Evo Ghost. Nice. Even a regular Ghost would not take tower, but still, with a regular Ghost, you might do like half of a tower, which is already great. The key here was that he wasted the Tesla. We figured out that in the first RG, and then we just take advantage of that. Yeah, we can just Hunter now. He's pretty here. Nice. We're gonna take tower here. Hopefully. 1. Oh, that was smart. Okay, we can just Ghost. Nice. Fishboy, let's say he goes for a Hog Rider. Now we can just finish him off with a Fireball. So as you can see here, I'm just getting ready to cycle back to the next Valkyrie counter. Here, it will be just this easy. Man, look at that Hunter, man. He better get a raise. He better. Nice. That's it. Straight to the lobby, baby. I mean, I know this matchup will look like difficult if you never play against this, but once you figure out what I need to be using to counter Balloon, what I need to be using to counter Hawk, and as you saw at the beginning of the game, I took damage, but then I turned that into pretty much half of a tower. So I guess we'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe. Let's see. Nice, we get it. We get to 15,000 trophies, guys. Finally, straight to the lobby, baby. Thank you guys for watching. As you can see, we went undefeated the whole video. And make sure to subscribe and make sure to check out all my other RG guys so you can get better at the game and get better ranks. I'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe.